Welcome back to Web 2.0.tv. I'm Kimberly Dykman, and we are live at South by Southwest Interactive. We have put in a long day, and we are still going because we got to put some sparkle out there with Ben Finklea of SpryDev.
How you doing?
Good to see you.
Good to
Thank
see
you so
you.
much for taking
Yeah,
the time.
sure.
I appreciate it. I know everything's
problem.
like hustling to get folks
There's
in
a
the
lot
hot
going on
seat.
here, but yeah.
I know. So, tell us a little bit about your company, because you're, in the grand scheme of things, you're relatively new.
Yes,
but
we
it doesn't
are.
mean that you're still green. You're just new on the scene.
Well, the name of my company is SpryDev, and SpryDev is a search engine optimization company. So we help companies move their websites to the top of the search engines, and we help them convert the visitors into paying customers for their business. Lead generation, online purchasing, ad impressions, things like that. So we got started, actually, our company is about 7 years old. And we got
the backstory we all want, right?
The backstory. No, we got started as SprySoft. We were an online reseller to students, teachers, and schools. We sold the academic version of software, Microsoft, Adobe, things like that. And about 4 years into it, a friend of mine here in Austin approached me and said, "Hey, you know, you're doing great with your website. I have this business. Can you help me get a website up? Can you help me market it online?" And so we did. And you know, it's just kind of as a side thing to help him out.
Right.
And then he told a friend, and then he asked me to help him, and it kind of snowballed. And so eventually, here we are. 2.5 years later, and we've got 25 people, and we shuttered our old online store, and that's it. I mean, we help companies get their websites to the top of Google.
Now you
sell
mentioned,
more products.
but okay, on that note, you mentioned there's a one-word difference between perhaps your company and other SEO forerunners, let's just say, and that would be
A guarantee.
no, the other one. You said natural.
Outsourcing. Natural. Yes. Yes, all those things.
All three of them. I want to hit on the natural part.
The natural part.
We're not talking like grow it at home comp thing. We're talking about
Natural search. So natural search is if you're on, and I'll just use Google as an example since everybody uses Google. So if you're on Google and you have the page, and since I'm talking that way, I'll kind of do it opposite. I hope I get it right. So on the left-hand side, on the right-hand side is the advertising. Across the top and down the right-hand side is advertising.
Right.
And over here on the left column is what's called the natural search. So it's the results that come up that you can't buy. You can't pay for natural search.
Right.
And that's where we focus. And advertising, there's a time and a place for it, but it's very quick. You spend an advertising dollar, you're going to get a hit today, but you won't get any hits tomorrow for that same dollar. Well, with natural search, you pay to achieve that high ranking, and then you reap the rewards for a very long time. So that's where we focus. It's marketing more than advertising.
Okay, well, yeah, I was going to say, it seems like a little tilted in that direction.
Right.
So another keyword you said was?
Which
guarantee.
Our guarantee. Yeah, so at SpryDev, we guarantee that by the end of 1 year, our clients will be making more profit from their website than they spend on our services, or we will work for free until they do. So,
oh my stars.
So
you haven't eaten that one yet, right? I'm sure.
No, actually, all of our clients, all of our clients have made more profit from engaging with us than they spent on our services. And so, what that kind of does is it's not gameable.
Right.
I can't game your profits. I can't say, oh, you achieve this certain ranking in some second or third level search engine or something. You will make more money, or we're going to work for free until that happens. And of course, that makes us the only search engine optimization company that guarantees the profits. Yeah, so
that is fantastic. Did your mom tell you to do that? Dan, you better do this. You stand out.
Well, she did teach me to always stand behind everything that you do, and if you can't, then you shouldn't be doing it. So I absolutely stand behind our service, and I'm a big believer in what we do. So now, I'm very excited about it.
You said you are located here, but there was another kind of cool thing that you have folks in other parts of the world that are supporting you as well.
So that's one of the other things that kind of differentiate us is that we leverage outsourcing. Okay. So all of our projects are managed here in Austin. We have a project management team here that meets with our clients, that sets the direction, but our engineers are in an office in New Delhi. And so all of the work that's done on the projects all happens there. Okay. So what that means is I can put a lot more manpower on the search engine optimization project than what a typical search engine
Right.
optimization contract would normally put on
Right.
it. So at a minimum, we're going to put 10 hours a week into a client project. That's a basic entry level. We often have 2, 3, 4 people working on a search engine optimization project for a fraction of what you would expect to pay for that level of service.
So, how is your company getting its name out there? What are you using in the social media and even new technologies out there to help you sort of practice what you preach and get your name out there? Because
And that's
a couple
that's
years
a huge
into it,
thing.
you're
Yep.
like, well, we're actually thinking 20 years down the road. So how do you get
Sure.
down there?
So there's so practice what you preach. Eat your own dog food. You know. So absolutely, one of the things that we focused on a lot in what we do is a content management space, which is just exploding. So we've put a lot of resources in learning how to optimize content management systems, from the open source ones like Drupal and Joomla to some of the more proprietary ones that we've seen. If it's a database-driven website, then there are things that you can do to the infrastructure that will optimize every piece of content across the whole website.
Right.
And so any new piece of content that's added is automatically optimized. So you don't have to do a lot of work every time you produce a new piece of content. And if you can do that, that is half the battle. It's just getting the on-page stuff done. And then the way that you structure the site and the way that people link to your site is going to drive that content up. So any any media type sites have a lot of content. That's a very important thing for them. So that's one of the areas that we've focused on. That's getting our name out there. And of course, we search engine optimize our own site. So if you type in
10, right?
If you type in like search engine optimization, we are right now we're on page 2, but we're working. We're going to get up there to page 1. If you add like Austin to it, since we're an Austin-based company, we're number 1.
Now, do you do the natural route?
I do. I don't pay for ads.
Ooh, that's good.
Well, a search engine optimization company that pays for advertising.
Yeah. Well, it had to be asked, so you can put it out there and
so
we through and through. He's truthful about that.
Yep.
They practice what they preach. They eat their own dog food, as you put it.
Yep.
That's pretty brilliant.
I have to admit though, I here in Austin, I have a couple of ads that I bought that actually say that. It says SEO companies that pay for ads, don't believe in their own service.
Ooh.
So look at the natural results. It's in my. So if you go Google search engine optimization Austin and you look for a little ad down there, it's just kind of a
little reverse psychology. Gotcha. That's good. That's right. So how has South by treated you so far? It's a couple days into it, and
yeah, I love it.
Have you had these like epiphanies, or have you bumped into folks going, "Hey, I knew you were going to be doing this"?
I have run into a lot of really cool people. I was at the Google party last night, and I was just kind of I didn't know anybody there. I'd waited 45 minutes to get in, and there was just a couple of guys kind of standing over in the corner, and I was like, okay, well, hi, I'm Ben, and introduced myself, and it was the founder of FeedBurner, Matt.
How funny
I
is that?
forget his last name. Yeah, so they got acquired by Google,
right.
And so they're all in the Google office in Chicago, and we're down here, and there was like 6 of them, and they all kind of went to dinner. I was kind of tagged along and got to have dinner with the Google guys, and that was a lot of fun.
How groovy is that?
It's
oh
just
my gosh.
pretty groovy, I guess. So no, it's been great. It's been absolutely phenomenal. I love it. I had shameful to admit, but I've lived in Austin for 9 years now, and this is the first time I've been to South by Southwest.
I know. Oh my gosh, we need to go now.
I know.
No, it's
sorry.
Hey, you know what?
I'll dive over now.
You do things. It prompted you that this was the year to do it.
No.
And if you puke spry dev everywhere with this one, then you know what? It covers all the past years.
Okay.
No worries.
All right. Cool. Thanks for giving me an out there.
Oh,
That's
absolutely. Good. So is 08 looking good for you?
08?
Yeah.
It's looking very strong. My biggest concerns right now are just making sure that we have the resources internally to meet the demand. The economy, supposedly something's going on with it, but not in the tech sector, or at least not in the SEO sector. Right. People really are turning to the search engines to drive less expensive traffic and get less expensive sales. Lower cost per acquisition is what it's all about. So.
You said it. Well, I wish you luck for
Thank
08.
You.
Thank you
so
again
much.
so much,
yeah.
Ben, for taking the time.
And
I
good
really
luck to you. I
appreciate
love your
it.
show.
Oh, thanks. I appreciate it. Are you staying for all of South by?
No, just the interactive part.
That's right. It's the best part anyway.
It is. I agree. And you know what? I might catch some of the music later in the week.
Well, enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself with the
awesome.
Google guys.
Cool.
The Google guys. All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And you are watching Web 2.0.tv, powered by ProAce. We'll be back.